ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वदरुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 You have seen Dvitiya Tatpurusha, Sutra number 24. Dvitiya Shita Atita Patita Gata Atyasta Prapta Apannaihi Swayam Tena Khatvakshepe Sami Kalaha Atyanta Sanyogecha. Now the next one, next sutra, which is Tritiya Tatkritartha Gunavachanena. So from here onwards, Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa starts. Starting from here, Tritiya starts, that is from here up to Tritiya, it goes as Anuvritti up to 35. So 5 sutras are there under this. Tritiya Kritartha, Kartrikarane Kritabagulam. These are some of the important sutras. Now we will see the sutra number 2130. Tritiya Tatkritarthena Gunavachanena. This sutra is a little difficult sutra. Certain technical things are there. So we need to understand that clearly. I'll try my best to explain that. You also may screen.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Tritiya Tatkritarthena Gunavachanena. We'll see each word, what it means, to understand each word. Let us fix the Vibhakti first. Tritiya, what Vibhakti?
Pratama Vibhakti.
Therefore,
Upasajjana.
therefore,
Uttar, it comes.
That will be the Purva Padam.
Purva Padam.
Ita Purva. Upasarjanam Purva. Tat Kritarthena. What vibhakti? Tat Kritarthena.
तृतीया विभक्ति
तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं
तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं तत् कृतार्थेन and गुणवचनेन.
that also
तृतीया
तृतीया
विभक्ति
So let us, we know our format. Subantam padam. Samarthena subantena padena. Samarthena subantena padena. Saha samasyate. Samasaha bhavati. Oh, yeah. Tritiya is there, therefore, Tritiyantam, that is the Upasarjanam. Therefore, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam. Tritiyantam Subantam Padam. Subantena Padena. Here it is in Subantena, that is Tritiya Vibhakti, it is here. That's Samarthena Tatkrita Arthena and Gunavachanena. Two things are there. Tatkrita Arthena and Gunavachanena. Tatkrita Arthena and another one is Gunavachanena. So I take like this. Tatkrita Gunavachanena Arthena Cha Subantena Saha Samasyate Tatpurusha Samasaha Bhavati. Or if you want, you can say Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasaha Bhavati. To distinguish from the previous Tritiya. So now here Tritiyantam little further. Tatkrita Gunavachanena Arthena, I will explain what it is. Tritiyantam Subantam Padam. Tatkrita is that. Tat referring to, that means, that is also a samasa. What samasa that is? Tatkrita is Tena Krita.
तेन
Tena Krita, Kena Krita, Tritiyanta Krita. That is, what is there? Tritiyantam Subantam Tena Krita. So therefore, what I do here, Tritiyanta Tritiyanta Tritiyantartha, that is Tritiyanta Artha. That what it means by that. Tritiyanta Artha. This Artha and Tritiyanta make it one. Tritiyantartha. What the Tritiyanta Padam means. That Anta. That is the Anta. Tritiyantartha. Krita Gunavachanena. Then Arthena. That Artha is the individual word. This is how we have to interpret the sutram. I will tell example, you will understand. So Tritiyantam Subantam Padam Samarthena Tritiyantartha Krita Gunavachanena. That Krita is Tena Krita. Kena Krita, the Tritiyanta, not just a Padam. What meant by that Padam? The meaning of that Padam. That is why Tritiyantartha Krita Gunavachanena. And Artha is separately another word. With the word Artha. This part is not difficult. Tritiyantam subantam padam arthena subantena saha samasyate. With the very word artha, it will combine, form samasa. This part is Tritiyantam subantam padam Tritiyantartha, meaning that that is Tritiyanta padam is the what is meant by that, not just the padam. That is Tritiyantartha Krita Gunavachanena Subantena Saha Samasyate Tat Purusha Samasaha Bhavati. So, in Tat Krita, that is Tena Krita, Tat referring to Tritiya, the word, the word, that is the meaning of the word which is in Tritiya. Purva Nirdishta Tritiyanta Pada. The Tritiya, the word is the Padam. What meant by that Tritiyanta Padam? That is the meaning of the word Tat. In the Samasa, Tat Krita, Tena Krita. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I took our format, then I modified that based on the sutra. Subantam padam samartena padena saha samasyate. Now here what's Subanta? Tritiyantam. Tritiyantam just a word, but Tatkritartena means Tritiyantartha, that is Tritiyanta Shabda Tena Kritam, that created by that. Krita Gunavachanena Gunavachanena Subantena saha samasyate. That is one part. That is one. This can be divided into samas, two sutras. That is one. Second one is arthena shabdena. With the very word artha, trityantam subantam padam can combine and form samasa. Follow this. I'll explain.
Yes, Ji.
Yes.
First you understand how it is. Then the words are to be interpreted. What is Gunavachana? Everything I have to see. I'll just give the translation. Then we will see the example. A word ending in a word ending in Tritiya Vibhakti. Word ending with Tritiya Vibhakti is optionally compounded with number one, with what denotes quality. What denotes quality? That is the Gunavachana. I will explain what Gunavachana further in detail. What denotes quality? And here, the word ending Tritiya Vibhakti, that is, in what all the meaning Tritiya Vibhaktis are used in general, in what all the meaning? Karaka and Samasa, they are connected. In what all the meanings Tritiya Vibhakti is used?
Karana.
Karana.
Karana. Karana means here it is Karana. It is Tritiya Vibhakti can be Karana, Ittambhute, Hetu Tritiya, many Kartari Tritiya. So many Tritiyas are there. But here, a word ending Tritiya Vibhakti means that is the Karana. That is the Karana. The word ending in Tritiya Vibhakti for our understanding of it is instrument. That is instrument. Instrument is compounded with the word what denote quality That is, what is that quality? Guna is quality. Just translate guna as quality. Quality being that which is caused, instrumentally by the thing signified by the word which ends with the instrumental case. Please try to understand what I have written. The translation of the first part of the samasa. Please see this. Try to understand what it. A word ending in Tritiya Vibhakti. That is the instrument. That is a karana. So that is compounded with what denotes quality, that gunavachana. The quality being that which is caused by a thing, by the thing, which is what is signified by the word which ends with the instrumental case. Do you follow? Yes or no?
No.
One more time.
No example.
So the second,
Example we will
second part,
what I have written here in Sanskritam, that translation. Tritiyantam subantam padam samartena tritiyantartha krita gunavachanena. That alone I have translated here. Tritiyantartha, that is Tritiya anta, the word which is signified by the Tritiya Vibhakti, right? The word which is by what it means, that by the thing, by the object. That is what is referred to Tritiyantartha krita gunavachanena. That guna is caused by that. The guna is caused. Cause means it becomes the instrument, that becomes the means. The guna is caused instrumentally by the thing. That is what is signified or is specified in Tritiya Vibhakti. That is instrumental case. But Tritiya Vibhakti, I can make it as third case. Understand the translation. Tritiyantartha krita gunavachanena. Okay, I'll give one example. This is a stock example. Stock example. Shankulaya Kandaha. Shankulaya Kandaha. Kandaha is a guna vachana word. Kandaha means part. Okay. Shankulaya Kandaha. Shankulaya, what vibhakti?
Tritiya.
Shankula.
Shankula means knife.
Mm.
Kanda means piece, parts. The parts, that is the cut portion, right? That is by the knife. Cut by the knife. That's the meaning. The parts which are made or cut by the knife. So now, here the Tritiyantam is that Tritiya Vibhakti, that Shankula. Shankula is the knife, the nipper. Is it not an instrument to create this Kanda?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The word ending in Tritiya Vibhakti, please see, a word ending in Tritiya Vibhakti, that is the instrument. It's optionally compound with the word which denotes quality, that Kanda. Kanda is the Gunavachana Shabda. What is Gunavachana? I will explain further. So this Kanda is caused by a Shankula, right? So Kanda is caused by the word. not by just by the word, by the thing what is signified by the word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. That is what I have written. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Same thing in Sanskritam I have written. Tritiyantam Subantam, that is the Shankulaya. Tritiyantartha, not just a padam does a job. What is denoted by the padam? Shankula means what? Knife, nipper. By that, Krita Gunavachana. The Gunavachana is created. The Guna is created. What is the Guna? Kanda. So Shankulaya Kandaha, now we can combine. Follow.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So Tritiyantam Subantam Padam Tritiyantartha Krita Gunavachanena Saha Vikalpena Samasyate. The Kanda is caused by that which is what indicated by the word Shankula, which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Right? So why we say is not just by the Padam, what is denoted by the Padam. What is denoted? Padartha you have to take. The meaning of that you have to take. The meaning of the Shankula is the knife. So the Kanda, which is a quality caused by the knife. So the Shankula becomes the means, the instrument for producing the Kanda, right?
Okay.
Follow.
Yes, Ji.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, Chief.
Step by step, at every point you have to say yes, no. Then it becomes clear. Now
Yes,
that's some
Actually, Sanskritam, from Sanskritam, it is easy to take the meaning.
yeah, because you have grown very good. So English translation, I just give suppose difficulty. So now we can form samasa. Shankulaya Kandaha. Now we know the format. That is Shankula plus it is Tritiya Vibhakti. Ta.
Ah.
So Tritiyantartha. That's what Tatkrita. Tatkritena. Tat, the word Tat referring to not just Shankula. That is what is referred by the Padam Shankula, that is Padartha, that is knife. Tena Kritena. Understand? Tena Krita. Tena Krita Gunavachanena. The Kanda is caused by that. Suppose I'll give another example. I'll do this later. Just a minute. Now, Akshna Kanaha. Can you? What is here? You analyze this. See this. Akshna Kanaha. Kanaha means what? What is Kana? Kana means
Kanam.
one eye is
Oh, blind.
Kana, blind by one eye. That is the meaning. Akshna Kana means the person has vision only in one eye. Other eye is blind. So Kanaha itself means the person is blind, referring to the person with one eye. Akshna is it the instrument which causes Akshna, Kana? No. He is defective by an eye. That is what it means. It is Kana is the guna not created by Akshna. Understand?
Yes.
Is it clear?
He is blind.
Kana is not created by Akshna. Even though Akshna is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Akshna means eye. Kana is blind. Blind by one eye. That is the meaning. Right?
Yes.
Not totally blind, is blind by one eye. See, the person has one leg. So one minus. So that's an expression in Sanskrit. Akshna Kanaha, blind, defective by an eye. One eye is functioning, other eye is blind. So Akshna Kanaha, here Kana, the quality, the attribute is not created by the word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Compare this example, right? In the previous example, Shankula is the means by which the quality, the Khanda is created, produced. Is it like that here? Yes?
No.
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 Therefore, you cannot make samasa here. Akshna Kanaha, please don't make samasa. It's a problem. You cannot make samasa here. This is Vyatireka Udarana, where we cannot make samasa. I thought of telling all these things later, but anyway, since they say in the beginning, some understanding would be there. So whatever I say, further build on this will be easy. Now, Shankulaya Kandaha, let us do. Shankula plus ta, then Kanda plus
Su.
Supodhatu Pratipadika Yoga. Look, this is Alokika Vigraha. We have to remove the Supodhatu, very important sutta, Supodhatu Pratipadika Yoga. Look, in Tadita and here everywhere we apply that. This is the first step. The second step, Shankula and Kanda. This is a word, Shankula Kanda. Shankulaya Kanda will become Shankula Kanda. That is a word. Samasa is Shankula Kanda. You cannot form here. Akshna Kanaha is Akshna Kanaha, you cannot form. Akshna Kanaha, why? Because Kana not Tatkrita. Not Tatkrita. Not Tatkritam. Tatkritam means you understand. That Tritiyantartha Kritam. That's what Tatkritam. Only when it is Tatkritam, then only you can make samasa. Understand?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, Sharan.
Yes.
Akshna you cannot make. No. Shankulaya Kandaha, Shankula Kanda. So therefore, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam, Gunavachanena Saka Samasyate, Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasaka Bhavati. Done. Right? Similarly, another example. This is also stock example. Kirina Kanaha. This you can make some of the. Kirina is that Kiri means this. The meaning is given hog. That is a boar. So the person may be made blind because of the boar. Kiri means a boar, wild pig. So Kirina Kanaha. So that becomes the instrument. So Kirina. Kirina is Tritiya Vibhakti. So what will be the? It is like maybe Hari Shabda, Kiri plus Ta. And the Kanaha, Kana plus Su. So Kana is created or produced by that which is the Tritiya Vibhakti. But what it means in the word, the thing signified by the word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti, the Kiri. So we can combine this. You can compare with Kirina Kanaha with Akshna Kanaha. Akshna Kanaha you cannot make samasa. Therefore, Kirina Kanaha will become Kiri, becomes Kiri Kanaha. So samasa is Kiri Kanaha. This is another. Then some more example. Shalakaya Kanaha. What is Shalaka?
Chain.
What is called in Hindi Salai? Salai means what in Hindi? Viresh, you know? Salai.
Is it chain?
What is it?
Chain.
Shala.
Sharp at one end.
Shalaka means it's a bar. Okay, it's maybe a bar or something.
Bar.
Called in Hindi Salai, they say. Shala by bar, maybe metal bar. Okay, so is become blind. Shalakaya Kanaha. So Shalaka plus same ta, then Kana plus Su. Supodhatu Pratipadika Yoga. Look, you can combine. It becomes Srilinga word. This is therefore Shalaka Kanaha. Al Kanaha is that. I'll give another example where Kana is not there. Yatireka Udaharanam Akshna Kanaha. Then Another example. Basmana sitaha. Basmana sitaha. Basmana is the basma, the ash.
Ash.
Basmana sitaha. Sitaha is
Covered. Is it covered?
what is it? Covered.
Yeah.
What is the mean? Hindi is called a rak. Rak. You know what is the meaning of Hindi? The rak. It's all another example. They've given rak. I don't know what rak is. Basmana sitaha.
Rak is ash,
Rock
Sharanji.
is ash.
Rak is ash. So
Ash.
the ash, yeah, from that is from the ash, from the ash, this basmana sitaha. So it is basma, not the sitaha is ash. Ash is produced by basma. Ash is produced by basma. Basma means basma also means ash, but basma is burnt actually, right? Basmi karoti. Basma. So the ash which is produced by
Sir, in attajayi.com, he has given Shukla Varnosya Asti iti. Like that he has given. Shukla Varna Yuktaha.
Shukla Varna Yukta. That's what the ash is produced by basma. Okay. So basmana sitaha. Sitaha meaning ash. The ash is produced by basma. Taking the that is this Shweta Vastu, Shweta Padartha, Sitaha, it is produced by Basma. Basma means it is burning, right? That is by the burning. So that is produced by, the ash is produced by Basma. Basma is ash. Or it is what you call the burning. That is what is basma. So here you can combine. Sitaha is gunavachana, that is produced by basma. So therefore, if you can make samasa here, it becomes basma sitaha. Basmana sitaha, basma sitaha. Another example. This is all stock example. Kusumaihi surabhihi. Surabhi means fragrance. The fragrance is because of the kusuma, the flowers. That is, the surabhi means fragrance. The fragrance is produced by the flowers, the kusuma. So the flowers, by the flowers, the fragrance, that guna is produced, formed. Therefore, here you can make samasa. You can combine. Therefore, it becomes kusuma surabhi. Kusuma surabhi. Then another one. Kumkumena shonaha. Kunkuma is that kunkuma is kunkuma. Shonaha is that which is red color, right? So shona means the red color padartha that is produced by the kunkuma. Similarly, here also basma sitaha. The sita means ash, which is produced by basma. Similarly, shona is a red color. Sita we can take not, that is something which is white padartha, which is produced by the ash. Similarly, shona is a red color padartha, an object which is produced by the kunkuma. So, tena krita. Therefore, we can form samasa. It becomes kunkumena shonaha. Shonaha, I'm just making it. You can make it in all gender. That is possible. Sorry?
Kumashona.
Shonaha. Yes, not kunkumena. No. Kunkuma Shona. It's Kunkuma Shona. Then, so like that, we can make one more example. I'll give. Shara Shuklaha. I think this is what you said. Sharena. So you can see all Shonaha, Surabhi, all these are Guna. Shuklaha means white. White is produced by Ksharena. The meaning of the word Kshara, that also is the Hindi also Kshar. What is Kshar in Hindi? One minute, let me check what is Kshar is.
Kshara he has given Bhuti, Bhasita, Basman, like that.
That is also Basman only. Yes, Kshara is also Basman. And this Shuklaha is white. So the white is which is produced by the Kshara, that is the sacred, the ashes, Basma. Okay. So therefore, Ksharena Shuklaha becomes Kshara Shuklaha. 1 minute, my cursor is not moving. It's you see my screen word file?
Yes, sir.
Cursor is not moving.
Kshara he has given acid or corrosive.
No, alkali or base, caustic.
Okay, you take like that, Kshara. That is the Shweta Padartha which is produced by Kshara. Okay. Kshara Dravyam, white substance. The Kshara, not white substance, that's a Dravya by which Shukla is produced. Therefore, Kshara Shuklaha. Kshara Shuklaha.
Like bleach, bro.
Like bleach, okay. Ksharena Shuklaha. By the bleach is white. By that, the lamb, the place also becomes white. Right? Ksharena Shuklaha. That is what it is. Ksharena Shuklaha. So these are some of the examples. Now, what we have seen is only one part. So Tritiyantam Svantabadam Samartena Tritiyantartha Krita Gunavachanena. We have to discuss Gunavachana also. We'll do that. And second part is here Arthena. That is with the very word Artha. With the very word Artha. Artha is Artha. With the word Artha is compounded with the word Artha. The word ending in Tritiya Vibhakti is optionally compounded with this. Now, for this example, Artha. This Shankolaya Kandaha is an example for the first one. All these are examples. Now, for the second one, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam. Artha meaning Prayojanam. You can take the meaning of the word Artha to be the Prayojanam. For example, this is a stock example. Dhanyena Artaha. This cursor is not moving, some problem. Dhanyena Artaha. So dhanya is the hetu for artha. Artha meaning, you can take artha meaning dhanam. Or artha can mean prayojanam. So taking the meaning of the word artha to be either artha meaning the dhanam, that is the prayojanam. Dhanam, which is the prayojanam. That is the meaning of the word artha in the sutra itself. Tat krita, tat kritena artha. Prayojanam. Dhanyena artaha. That is the dhanam which is earned by dhanya. Dhanya is the crops, the grains. So we can form samasa. Dhanya plus tritya vibhakti ta, then artha with the very word artha. Taking the meaning of the word artha to be dhanam, that is a prayojanam because of that which is in tritya vibhakti. What it means in the word in tritya vibhakti, we can form samasa. So that becomes dhanya, supodhatu pradipadiki of look, dhanya plus artha, you will have dhanyartha. Dhanyartha is a compounded word. Similarly, we can form words like punyena artaha would be punyena artaha. What is the samasa?
Punya.
Punyartha. Punyartha.
Jnataha.
Punyartha. Punyartha. Punyena artaha punyartha. Hiranyena artaha
Hiranya.
swarna.
Jnataha.
So the what is gained by through the Hiranyam or this artha meaning prayojanam, the utility of Hiranya. So Hiranyartha. Hiranyam is Swarnam. Hiranyartha. Similarly, Punyena artha gained by Punya. Punyartha. Then Vasanena artha. Vasanam is staying. The prayojanam of vasanam, dwelling, staying. Vasanena artaha, vasanartaha. Iti, the very word artha, it combines these words. For the artha, in this example, dhanya, if you take dhanya and artaha, for the artha, dhanya is the hetu. So here, the Tritya Vibhakti, it is for this, it is Hetu. Hetu Tritiya. For the Artha, the Hetu is Dhanya. So Dhanyena Artaha Dhanyata. Similarly, Artha which is gained by Punya. The Hetu is Punya. So everywhere the same thing. The Hetu for the utility of Janam, that is in the form of Dhanam or any other form. So that Tritya Vibhakti is Hetu Tritiya. So then it will combine and form samasa. This is what this sutram says. Now, in the sutram, the word gunavachanena is that we will see. We'll discuss something on that. I will say some information on that gunavachana. Why gunavachana is that? What is gunavachanam? We have to understand what is gunavachanam. What is gunavachanam? Is it mean just like,
Sharanji,
yeah?
can Gunavachanam be same as Karyam? Like if this is Karanam, can it not be same as Karyam? The effect.
Yes, it is effect.
It is effect.
But there is something is it doesn't say it doesn't use a gunavachi. He said gunavachanam. It is gunavachanam is something different. Okay, I'll give one example. 1 minute. I'm not able to move my cursor. Do you see my screen word file?
Yes,
Yes,
Shyam.
Shyam.
1 minute. This is my screen. Because of the Sanskrit font, I think. Some problem in my, not able to type it. Just a minute, please. Okay, that is doing the installing the font. Meanwhile, I will explain what is Gunavachana. Guna means attribute. Guna means attribute. Attribute is called Gunavachi. Attribute is Gunavachi. But here Gunavachanam is so here in this, a Purvapakshi asked a question. Why the word Gunavachanena is there? Why not it be just Guna Gunena, Guna Shabdena? Why it didn't say Guna Shabdena? Why the word Gunavachana is there? Is there just Gunena is enough? Gunena Shabdena or Gunavachi. Gunavachi means Guna Shabda. The word denoting the quality. That is enough. Why is a Gunavachanena? Okay. Now you see. Let us do this. Let us do this. Gobihi Vapavan. Gobihi Vapavan. Please see this. Gobihi Vapava. This is one example. Another example. Gritena Patavam. These two example you see. Gobihi. What is Gobihi?
Cow, by the cows.
By the cows. Vapava. Vapavan means Upyate. It becomes bloated. Gobihi Vapava. The one who is because become fat by the cows. Right? The one who has become fat by the cows means what? By the products of the cows. It takes a lot of the cow products, ghee, etc. So therefore, he has become Papavan. This one the Upudatu. Up means what? Up means bloating, right?
It's given as sowing, no ji? Sowing the seeds.
That is verb.
Okay.
That is given sowing. Okay, in the Vasu, I think it's given sowing. Papavan. Okay. Just 1 minute. Upyate.
Vapati.
Vapati.
Vapati is sowing.
Vapati is sowing. This dhatu is Updhatu. 1 minute. It's not moving. Screen is not moving. It is given in the Vasu, it is sowing with the goats. That is not the meaning. Go bihi vapavan means by the products of the cow, that is the dugda, etc. By that vapavan, the one who has become fat. What do you call in Hindi fat? Charbi wala means? What is charbi wala? Charbi wala. Anybody? What is Ganesh ji? Charbi wala?
No, I don't know, Shanji.
Okay. Charbi wala. Don't see the Vasu. This the Vasu, I think sowing is given, but it is not sowing. One minute, let's take it. The meaning is the one, you can take the meaning to be the one who has become upyate. Upyate means bloated. Because I remember we have seen in Mundaka Upanishad, tapasa chiyate brahma, tatonnam abhijagate, that Brahma which becomes bloated as though, so it becomes expanded. So that is what the meaning of vapavan. Go bihi vapavan. Okay. So go bihi vapavan, that is by the products of the go, like dugda, etc. The person has become vapavan. Here, go bihi vapavan. Here, vapavan is what? Vapavan is a gunavachi shabda. It is a gunavachi shabda. It denotes a guna. Vapavan denotes a guna. This is one example. Another example, gritena patavam. Patavam means the patuta. The patuta is called patavam. Patuta. Patuta means, what is patuta? The cleverness, the intelligence, right? Gritena. So gritena patavam. So gritena patavam and go bihi vapavan. In this example, the vapavan, the word is, it's just a gunavachi shabda. It is a gunavachi shabda. And patavam, the patavam word also, it is gunavachi. When the word is gunavachi, then you cannot combine. When the word is gunavachi, you cannot combine. When the word is just a guna, you cannot combine. When the word is gunavachana, only you can combine. It means that which is a guna, now that guna has been possessed by the person. The guna has been possessed by that thing. Then only this samasa can be formed. That is why the word gunavachana is used. The gunavachana means, let me explain. Gunavachana means not just the guna. Gunavachana means attribute and followed by the possessor of the attribute. The possessor of the attribute. That is what gunavachana is. The word which first denotes a guna, the attribute, and then it denotes a person or a thing possessing that attribute. That is called gunavachana. Gunavachana means the word which first denotes a guna. Which first denotes a guna. Guna meaning the attribute. And then it denotes a person or a thing possessing that attribute. This is called gunavachana, not just an attribute. That is, attribute is just an attribute is gunavachi. The possessor of the attribute is dravyavachi. It should be a dravyavachi. So that which was gunavachi, now it has become dravyavachi. With kevala gunavachi shabda, it cannot combine. Tritiyantam Subantam Padam cannot combine. That is what it says here. So it is some problem. 1 minute. Not able to type it freely. Do you see the file? Hello?
It's not bright.
It's,
Ji.
it's, it's not highlighted. Yeah. It's there.
So I'm not able to type to do anything. Okay, it has come now.
Uh,
Not able to type freely.
Now it has become bright as usual.
Let me explain the difference between the Gunavachi and the Dravyavachi. Meaning a substance. Guna meaning an attribute. Guna means purely the attribute. Dravya meaning the substance. Now, the Tritiyanta Subantam Padam doesn't combine with just an Gunavachi Shabda. It combines with the Dravya, which was Guna before. Which was Guna before. So, Purvam Gunavachi, Aduna Dravyavachi. Like for example, I'll write it in Sanskritam. You see, that is, ye shabdaha purvam gunavachakaha. Purvam gunavachakaha asan. Idanim dravyavachakaha. Dravyavachakaha te eva gunavachana shabdena yugyate. That is, the Shabda was Purvam Gunavachaka. Now it has become Dravyavachaka. It has become a possessor. That attribute is possessed by a thing or a person. It is not just a guna. Purvam Gunavachakaha asan idanim Dravyavachaha. Now, example you can take. Yata Shveta Shabdasya. Shveta is a guna. Shveta Shabda is a Gunavachaka Shabda. Shveta is a Gunavachaka Shabda. Shveta Gunavachakasya Guna Guninoho. Guna Guninoho means Guna is the attribute. Guninaha is done that which has the attribute. That is Dravyavachi. So by the Guna, what is represented or what is told is the Dravya. So the possessor of the attribute. The possessor of the attribute, Guna Guninoho. It's very difficult for me to type. Upacharat, Abhed Upacharat, Shveta Guna Padarthaha, Shveta Vishishta Padarthaha iti arthaha svikriyate. Shveta Shabdaha Gunavachanaha. Tatkrita iti ityasya तत्कृत इत्यस्य गुणवचनेन इति अत्र अन्वयः. Try to explain here. See, the words which are purvam gunavacha, gunavachaka shabda, gunavachi, idanim dravyavachaka. It has become now dravyavachaha, its substance which possesses the attribute. Which possesses the attribute. That is, that shabda is called gunavachana shabda. If it is a pure gunavachaka, then the samasa cannot happen. It should be a dravyavachaka. It should be a dravyavachaka shabdena, and dravya, that substance, must be the possessor of the attribute. So we say Shweta. Shweta is a gunavachaka shabda. Shweta means white. The possessor of that whiteness, that is dravyavachi. That is a gunin. So we say the white moose. What is white moose? White means that which is white in color. The horse, moose. We understand by say white moose. So that guna is possessed by the horse. Therefore, white moose means the horse moose. So that tayoho guna guninoho abeda upacharat shweta guna vishishta padarthaha, the object which is specified by the white in color. Iti arthaha svikriyate. That meaning we take. That shweta shabda is gunavachana shabda. Therefore, in this here, papavan, it is a gunavachaka shabda. It is not a dravya. It is a gunavachaka shabda. What is vapavan? The one who is bloated. It tells the guna of the person. Gunavachaka shabda. Similarly, patavam is the cleverness, patuta. So it is a gunavachaka shabda. So the samasa cannot happen with the gunavachaka shabda. Even if you see gobihi vapavan by the cow, he has become bloated. By the cow, he has become bloated. How can you make samasa? Can you make gobihi is go shabda, and vapavan is vapavan. Vapavan is, can you make vapavat? Go vapavat. You cannot make samasa. It is not sensible at all. You cannot make. Gritena patavam. Here patavam is a gunavachaka shabda. It is not a dravyavachaka. So gunavachana means the guna, the attribute which is possessed by the dravya, the substance. Only that shabda is what is denoted by the gunavachana. Only that word only it can combine and form samasa, not with other words. That is why the word gunavachana is very important. So bhuta purva gunavachaka shabda idanim dravyavachaka shabda tena saha tritiyantam sabantam padam tatkritartena samasyate. Na purely gunavachaka shabda, it cannot combine. Example, gobihi vapavan. Vapavan is a gunavachaka. Similarly, gritena patavam. Gritena patam, you cannot form samasa. How can you form samasa? That is a gunavachaka shabda. It is not gunavachana shabda. So to be a gunavachana, the thing is, first it must be a guna. It must be a guna. That is first condition. Then that guna must be possessed by the person or a thing. With that is what is with what only the tritiyantam sabantam padam will combine. Then only we can form a samasa. That is the significance of the word gunavachana in the sutra. So therefore we can say that dravya which is endowed with the guna is what is referred to by the word gunavachana. So gunavachana means that dravya, that substance which is endowed with the guna, which is endowed with the guna, that is called gunavachana. So with that gunavachana only it will combine. Now in this all this example, if you see that basmana sitaha, The sitaha, basmana sitaha, or the other one, kusumaigi surabhihi. Surabhihi is referring to the fragrance, not fragrance. Surabhihi referring to the object which has its guna, the fragrance, and that is caused by the kusuma, the flowers. Therefore, you can combine. If Surabhi is just a fragrance, it's just a guna, then you cannot form samasa. So Surabhi meaning the fragrance, referring to the object which or the person which possesses that attribute, the fragrance, and that is created by the kusuma, then we can combine. Otherwise, we cannot combine. With just gunavachaka shabda, this samasa cannot be formed. That is why the word gunavachana is there, very important. If you analyze the example, Gobihi Vapavan, that example itself very clearly says, Gobihi Vapavan, how can you combine? Or Gritena Patavam, how can you combine? Patavam, even though the Patavam, the Patuta is created by, produced by the Grita as an instrument. It is the cause. It is Patavam is a effect, fine, but Patavam is a purely a guna, Patuta. The status of being clever, Patuta only, not possessed by a person or a thing. So with just the Gunavachaka Shabda, Gritena, the Patavam created, produced by the Grita cannot combine. You understand? This example itself is enough to understand why the word Gunavachana is important. With Kevala Gunavachaka Shabdena na samasyate. It should be a Gunavachana. Gunavachana means that guna possessed by the person or a thing. The previously it was an attribute, now that attribute is possessed by the person. Here a patavam, the patavam is just the status of being that patuta only. Patavam is patuta. What is patuta? The status of having the patutvam. Tasya bhavaha, tatalo, patuta. It's just a guna. With that, Grita cannot combine. If you combine, what will happen? Grita Pata, Grita Patava. What is Grita Patava? Patava is a guna. How can that you can combine? By this sutra, you cannot combine. It should be a guna vachana. So therefore, the attribute and the possessor of the attribute. First, must be an attribute. And second thing is that attribute must be possessed by the thing. That word is called Gunavachana. That word is called Gunavachana. In short, Dravyavachi, the Dravya, which is endowed with the Guna, that is called Gunavachana. So, with that, Tritiyanta, Subantam Padam, Tatkritartha Gunavachanena Saha, Samasyate, Samasaha Bhavati. Okay, this is little difficult to understand, but you have to try to understand this. Very difficult to explain also. I tried to explain as much as possible.
Clear, Ji. It's understood.
Okay.
We understood.
Why this samasa cannot form? Even think logically. Gritena Patavam. Grita Patavam, we cannot form samasa. Any other counter example to say why this will not happen? I'm not able to get problem. These are the two counter examples given. Why that must be a Gunavachana. So the term Gunavachana you understand. If you understand, that is fine. Guna means attribute. Gunavachana means not just the attribute. It represents the Dravya which possesses this attribute. With that Shabda, that is created by the word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Therefore, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam, Tritiyantartha, that is Tatkrita, Gunavachanena Saha Samasyate Samasaha Bhavati. And also, one more thing here, Mahabhashyakara says, just mention that also. Mahabhashyakara it says for this, that is that Dravyavachi, that must be an adjective. That must be an adjective. Now you see here, I will rearrange all these things later, but let me explain this. The Shankulaya Kandaha Visa, the Shankula Kandaha Devadattaha, Shankula Kandaha Devadattaha. Here Devadatta is Visheshanam. The Visheshanam is, sorry, Visheshan. This Visheshan has got the Visheshanam Shankula Kandaha. So Shankula Kandaha, Shankulaya Kandaha, cut by the knife. Kaha Devadattaha. Shankulaya Kandaha Devadattaha. The Shankula Kandaha, the word is as a Visheshanam, it is used for Devadatta. Mahabhashyakara says, so when you form samasa, that will be a Visheshana. That will be a Visheshana to the Visheshya. Now, Gobihi Vapavan, if you form, it cannot be a Visheshana. It cannot be a Visheshana. Gobihi Vapavan means it just tells, we cannot form samasa. When you form samasa, it must be a Visheshana. It cannot form a Visheshana. Similarly, Gritena Patavam. Gritena Patavam is that cannot be a Visheshana to something Visheshya. Therefore, you cannot form. That is why here the Vasu has said, the Vasu translation, I won't say it is a good translation, but something you can understand by the Vasu. Not that much clear. You can see. Do you see the screen, Vasu? What I explained is Gunavachana is the word ending with the instrumental, the Tritiya Vibhakti, is optionally compound with what denotes the quality being caused by the thing. The same thing I have, in fact, I given the English translation. Now here, why do we say when caused by the word in instrumental case? Because counter example, Akshna Kanaha, blind by one eye. This is not instrumental, therefore we cannot form samasa. Fine. Why do we say expressing quality? Gobihi Vapavan. Gobihi Vapavan. So he is saying sowing, but it is not sowing. In fact, it is Vapavan means he has become bloated, he has become fat by Gobi.
Sharanji, I
Yeah.
looked up the meaning for Vapa. Vapa means that like fat around the belly and stuff like that.
That's all, bloated. I remember the
Yeah.
but here is sowing is given, that is not the meaning. Okay, sowing with the cows. So that, why do we say expression quality? Here, Vapavan referring to the Dravya, the person, but before that, it must have quality, that guna is not there. The one as bloated, referring to the bloated. So therefore, we cannot form samasa. So this is an example to show that Vapavan, the Vapavan is pure Dravyavachaka Shabda. It is not Purvam Gunavachaka Shabda. If it is Purvam Gunavachaka, Idanim Dravyavachaka, with that Shabda, that is called Gunavachana, with that only samasa can be formed. Vapavan is purely Dravyavachaka. It referring to the person, the Vyakti. Therefore, samasa cannot be formed. I gave another example. Gritena Patavam. That Patavam is pure Gunavachaka. It is not Dravyavachi. Therefore, samasa cannot be formed. Therefore, to form a samasa, what must be there? It must be a Dravyavachi possessing that guna. Then only it can form. In Vapavan, what is the guna is there? There is no guna. Vapavan means the fat. That the person is fat. That guna is, where is the guna? It is Dravyavachi. Vapavan means it is just a person who is fat, bloated. Gunavachi, it is Dravyavachi. So therefore he cannot form samasa. And further he says here in this, Gunavachana are those words, leave this out, this don't see. Gunavachana are those words which are words denoting qualities and capable of being used as adjectives qualifying substantives. can be capable of used as object. That's why the example. Shankulaya Kandaha Devadattaha. The Devadatta is qualified by the word Shankula Kandaha. That is another way of telling what Gunavachana is. Gunavachana Shabdas can be used as adjectives qualifying the Visheshya, substantives. So that's what Mahabhashyakara says here. Shankulaya Kandaha Devadattaha iti. And the words, Gunavachana words are not formed by primary or secondary affixes or other words entitled to the name of Sankhya, Sarvanama, Jati or compound words. From where he has taken this it is given the Balor Manoramatika. Difficult to understand that part, you leave it. I just show you where it is. Sutra Bhashye, that is Mahasutra, Sutra Mahabhashye, Samasa, Kridanta, Taditanta, Avyaya, Sarvanama, Jati, Sankhya, Sanya, Shabda, Binna, Arthavat Shabda Swarupam, Gunavachana, Sanyam. Iti Mahabhashyakara says. It should not be a word, all these words, excepting this. That is called Gunavachana Sanyakam. Iti. This sentence only is translated by Vasu here. Anyway, but I have explained in a way which is understandable. Gunavachana Shabdas are those Shabda which refer to the Dravya Vachaka Shabda possessing that Guna. Only with that Shabda Samasa can be formed. Tritiyantam Subanta Padam Samartam Shakyate, not by other. Okay, fine. So this is the meaning of the word Gunavachana. So therefore, since in this example, called Vyatireka Udaharanam, Patavam referring to the Guna, therefore we cannot form Samasa. Purely Guna, therefore we cannot form Samasa. And Vapavan referring to the Dravya, pure Dravya Vachaka Shabda, therefore we cannot form Samasa. So to form Samasa, it must be having the Guna, that Guna must be possessed by the person. Therefore, the word Gunavachana is there. In the examples, what we have seen, we compare. Shalakaya Kandaha. Kanda is a Guna, but we are not referring to the Kanda. Kanda is a Guna. And in the example, Shankula Kandaha Devadattaha, we say. Shankula Kandaha Devadattaha, the Devadatta who is cut by the Shankula. So, Shankula Kandaha refers to Devadatta. So, Kanda is a Guna that is possessed by the Dravyavachi Devadatta. Therefore, we can form Samasa there. Similarly, Kirina Kanaha. He has become, Kanaha means blind, referring to the person, Dravyavachi Shabda. Kanaha means it's not just a Guna, right? Blindness, Kana means blindness. The blindness, not just blindness alone. The blindness possessed by the person. The person is blind, right? So Kanaha being a Guna, and Guna is possessed by, is the owned by, or the person as, the thing as this Guna, Dravya. So that Dravya having this Kana Guna, therefore Kanaha is Gunavachana. Therefore we can form Samasa. Right? Kirina Kanaha, Kirikanaha. That is not the case with Gratena Patamam or Gobihi Vapavan. There you cannot form Samasa. Okay. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But I don't want, this is more than this, we cannot explain this also. This is how the explanation, English translation itself is difficult. So,
It's clear, Chief.
It is clear only.
now this I tried to explain why here it is not formed, but you have to, what do you call, understand, Gritena Patabam.
That's clear, Chief.
Practically, why you think, why it is not possible at all, Gritena Patabam. I'm just trying to give any other with the example. Even though Patavam, the Patuta is created by Grita, but that is just a quality. It is an attribute. We are not here talking about just an attribute. Attribute must be there, that must be possessed by the dravya, the substance. The substance means, what I mean substance is, it may be a thing or maybe a person. Here Vapavan is a person. Why not? Yes, Vapavan is dravya vachaka, but it is not guna vachaka. It is not the guna vachaka shabda. See that, okay, further it's not possible to explain that. If any other examples are there, but these are the stock examples. The stock examples only. Otherwise, I have to think further on this. What better examples can be given? If I come across any other example which are not in the in this as an example for this sutra, if I come across, we will see. The more is we will understand only when we use it. Why can't we form samasa here? Like that, if you start thinking, then we will bring in the sutra and we will understand. Yes, the samasa says guna vachana, therefore with guna vachana only we can combine, not with just a guna. Okay. Fine. Then this is what the sutra says. I will write up later. Here, one more example for this. Akshna Kanaha is one, and Vadena Kanjaha. Kanjaha means is lame. Lame by one leg. That the lameness is not created by the pada. Therefore, can we form samasa? We cannot form samasa. See how logical here it is. Akshna Kanaha, you cannot form samasa. He is blind by one eye. That is so clear in this example. So like that, I was trying to explain that Kritena bottom. I'm not able to do it. I need some other example, better example to show you. Akshna Kanaha, if you see, Kanaha itself is one eye. Blind by one eye. Blind by one eye, Akshna. Similarly, Padena Kanjaha. Kanjaha means lame. Padena Kanjaha is lame by a leg. It means he is one-legged. So, the Kanja, that lameness is not created by the leg. He doesn't have a leg. He doesn't have a leg. So, maybe Kanjaha referring to the person, the guna, and maybe a dravya, but still it is not caused by the pada. It is not caused by the pada. Therefore, tat kritena, that word is important. It should be that guna and guna vachaka, that guna vachana must be created by the word which is in tritiyantam padam. It is not. Therefore, you cannot form samasa. Here, kanjaha is, the lameness is not produced by, not kritam. Kanjaha, it is not tat kritam. Tat kritam is padena kritam. Therefore, you cannot form samasa here. So, I given three Vyatireka udaharanams. One is for tat kritam. That which is not tat kritam, you cannot form samasa. The second one, if the word is purely a guna vachaka shabda, then you cannot form samasa. If it's only a dravya vachaka, doesn't have that specific guna, that guna is caused by the guna caused by the tritiyantam padam, then also we cannot form samasa. So for that three Vyatireka udaharanam I have given. One is tatkrita. Second one is, even though it is tatkrita, if it is a pure gunavachaka, then samasa cannot be formed. If it is pure dravyavachaka, then also samasa cannot be formed. So it has to be purvam gunavachaka, idanim dravyavachaka. The dravya possesses that guna. Then only samasa can be formed. So this is one part. And second part is arthaha, the very word, with the very word arthaha. Arthaha meanings the prayojanam or the dhanam. That meaning also you can take for artha, for which the hetu is referred to by the word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Dhanyena arthaha. He earned money by dhanyam. So dhanya becomes a hetu for dhana sampadana. Therefore, we can form samasa. Therefore, two things are there in the sutra. One is gunavachanena tritiyantam subantam padam tritiyantartha krita gunavachanena. That is one part. Then purely arthena. Only with the word artha. Here literally the word shabda artha. Artha meaning dhanam or prayojanam. Arthena shabdena saga samasyate tritiya tatpurusha samasaha bhavati. Is it clear?
Oh, yes, sure.
Yes, yes.
Two parts are there in this.
Clear, ji. Yeah.
Then the next one, we'll go to the next sutra. The next sutra is the Sutra Pata, if you see. Purva Sadrisha, you see Sutra Pata. Purva Sadrisha, Samona, Sama, Puna, Artha, Kalaha, Nipuna, Mishra, Shlakshnaihi. Tritiya, the word comes as Anuvritti. Tritiya, the word comes as Anuvritti. So let us see this. Purva Sadrisha Sama Punartha Kalaha. These are the words are in that. Nipuna Mishra Shlakshnaihi. 2:131. So Tritiyantam Subantam Padam. Here you can see Tritiya comes as Anuvritti. Therefore, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam Purva Sadrisha Sama Una Vipuna Vishra Shlakshnaihi Saha Vikalpena Samasyate Tatpurushaha Samasaha Bhavati. Now, what are these words? We'll say this. I will explain the example, you'll understand. Udaharanam. Let us take the word Purva. All the words we can take one by one. With the word Purva. Purva means before. Purva means before. Masena Purvaha. Masena Purvaha. What will have Masena Purvaha? Purva is before. So, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam Purva Shabdena. Purva iti Subantena Saga Samasyate. So, Masena Purvaha will become Masa Purvaha. A month before. Similarly, Samvatsarena. Samvatsarena 1 year before. Purvaha will become Samvatsara Purvaha. You can do all this Supodhata Pratipadika Yoga, etc. So Samvatsara Purvaha. So Samvatsara Purvaha, if it is given, or Masa Purvaha, then you can know it is Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa by this word. If Purva is the Uttarapada, then Purva denotes Kala, the time before. Then Tritiyanta, that Subantam Padam, Samasyate. Purva Shabdena Saga. Similarly, next one is the Sutra Sadrisha. Sadrisha means similar. Matra Sadrishaha is like his son. Matra Sadrishaha. Matra Sadrishaha will become, what is Samasa? It becomes Matra Sadrisha. Sadrishaha or Sadrisha, depending on what qualifies. If it is Strilinga, if it is Putri, then you can say Matra sadrisha. If it is similarly pitra sadrisha, pitra sadrisha, pitra sadrisha. Like that you can make. Or like it's like a guru in terms of qualities, in terms of jnanam, possible. Then samaha. Then the next one is samaha.
Sir, visarga irukkanuma? Masena purvaha, masa
Yeah,
purvaha.
just I have written. You can have it, I can remove it, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
Like the mother, matra sadrisha. It could be. It is just a samasa. After that, what you get is a pratipadikam. Then depending on the what you want to, how you want to decline, you can do. Samaha. Samaha is similar. Sadrisha is also same meaning. Samaha also is same meaning. So, okay. So sadrisha is like the mother. Okay. Sadrisha and sama, there is a difference. Sadrisha means like, is like the mother, is like the father. Samaha means similar. So like and similar, there is some difference is there. So pitra samaha. Pitra samaha will become pitra. Pitra sama. So similar to the father. You can say this. The word sadrisha and sama is in the language. Therefore, both are given. But both almost are the same only. Sadrisha and sama is similar to the father. Maybe we can refer to his action. Sadrisha may be in terms of its appearance. We can give some differences, but almost it is same.
Can we take equal meaning, Sharanji, for sama?
Yeah, you can take is equal to his father. Yeah, you can say. You can say. Then this is another one. This is something. Vidya Samaha. What is Vidya Samaha? So far we say Matra Sadrisha, Pitra Sadrisha. What is Vidya Samaha?
Maybe equal in knowledge.
Equal in knowledge, yeah.
So how do you say? Equal in knowledge means
It should be Vidyaya.
Knowledgeable or
Vidyaya samaha.
yes, Samasa is Vidya Samaha. You should write it like this. Samasa is Vidya Samaha. But equal to the knowledge.
learned person, learned.
Is it equal to knowledge? Is it compare with the Matra and Pitra and Vidya? Vidyaya Samaha means Vidyaya Samaha means what? The same thing I was struggling to explain that in the other previous one. Vidya Samaha we can. Vidya is the hetu. Vidyaya, we have to supply the word. Vidyaya hetuna. Vidya, that is Vidya is a hetu. Vidyaya hetuna samaha. It may not be sama in other, but in terms of Vidya, the knowledge is samaha. Not in terms of wealth, but in terms of Vidyaya hetuna samaha eva, right? Like this Karna. Karna is Shurena. Shura etuna samaha. Arjuna with Arjuna, right? Not Arjuna Sadrishaha. We cannot say Arjuna Sadrishaha or Arjuna Samaha. So, is in terms of valor is similar, equal to Arjuna. So, that is a hetu, right? So, we have to supply. Vidyaya Samaha is Vidyaya Hetuna Samaha. Parakramena. So, similarly, they say Karna, and this is my example. Parakrama Samaha, that is Parakrama Hetuna. In terms of valor, is Sama to Arjuna. So Parakrama Samaha Karnaha, we can say. In terms of Parakrama, even though he's not a Kshatriya, I mean, he doesn't know that word, not a Kshatriya, is a not a Kaunteya, is
Radheya.
Radheya, therefore, but still Samaha. In what? In valor. So compare this Pitra Samaha, Matra Samaha with Vidya Samaha, it is slightly different. But this possibility is there. You cannot say Sadrisha here. You have to say Samaha. So now it's clear why there's a difference in the shade of these two words. Meaning of the difference in the meaning of these two words, Sadrisha and Samaha. Okay, with all these words, it will combine. Next one is Unarte. Una is given, but we have to take Unarte. Una means minus one, less. Una. So Una can mean Unarte, we can mean Alpa, all the equivalent words we can bring in. See, you have to see the Sutram. Unartha is not just Una. These words are Purva Sadrisha Sama. With these words, Tritiyantam Savantam Samasyate. With the Una is not just the word Una, Unartha. We can bring in the words which have the meaning of Una. Una is one less.
In time we say no.
Padona.
Padona.
Adena Unaha Padona. Ekonaha, Ekena Unaha, Ekonaha. So therefore, all the other words which are equivalent to that, you can bring. Alpa you can bring, Nyuna you can bring, Nyuna. Or Vikala. Or Avara. All these words can be brought in. So now we can see. Karshapanena Una. What is Karshapana? Karshapana is the currency. Karshapanam. Okay. In those days, it was used Karshapanam. We say Karshapane Una means the 25 paise Kalana Karshapana. Okay. Karshapanena Unaha. Less by 25 NP, Naya Paisa, they say, right? Karshapanena Unaha. It become Karshapana Unaha becomes Nonaha. Karshapanonaha. Karshapanena Unaha. Karshapanonaha. Similarly, Masha Unaha. Masha is a measurement. Karshapanam is a coin. Coin less than that. Next one is this Masha. Masha is Masha is also same. Masha, Karsha also this is also same only. Therefore, it's all measurement. Mashonaha becomes Samasa will become Mashonaha. Then Angena Vikalaha. Angena Vikalaha will become
Angona.
Anga Vikalaha. That is not Vikala is Anga Vikalaha. Anga Vikala means handicap. Angena Vikalaha. Shot by some ability, right? Angena Vikalaha. Anga Vikalaha. Ekonaha. Ekena Unaha. -1. That is Ekonaha.
Amyatam Sharanji, Mashaya or Masha?
Mashaya.
This. No, Masha only. Oh, it's
Oh, Masha is Tritiya means
Yes. Masha Unaha or Mashena Unaha. Mashena Unaha. Mashena Unaha, Mashona. So Karshapanam, Marsha, both are the same with regard to the currency, the coins. Then Ekena Unaha, Ekonaha. Padena Unaha,
Padona.
Padona. in all these words, in all these meaning, punarte, we can form samasa. Tritiya, this is Tritiya Tatpurusha samasa. Then Kalaha. Kalaha means Kalaha. That is quarrel. Kalaha means quarrel. Vacha Kalaha, the fight by words. That will become quarreling by words. Becomes Vak
Vak.
Kalaha. When you form samasa, you have to make Vach will become Vag, then Vag will become Kadicha, Vag, all the Sandhi rules you have to apply. Vag Kalagaha. And Kalaha by Astra, Astraihi Kalagaha. By the Astra, by the weapons. Quarrel or the fight by the weapons. That becomes
Astra Kalaha.
Astra Kalaha.
Kalaha.
Asina. Again, it's a instrument weapon. Becomes Asi Kalagaha. So like that you can add any Vacha.
Asi is sword, no?
So yes. Then Nipunaha, another word is there in the Sutram. Nipuna. Nipuna is the expert, the expertise. Vacha Nipunaha is Nipuna in Vach, in speech. So it becomes what samasa? How do you form samasa? Vacha Nipunaha.
Vak Nipuna.
Vak Nipuna.
It is Vak Nipunaha. What will happen? Vak Nipunaha, what will happen? Vak is a padam.
Vag.
Nipuna is another one. Followed by Anasika, Garbo.
Oh, Vang Nipuna.
Vang Nipuna.
Vang Nipuna. Parapasa.
You have to remember that. Vang Nipunaha. Acharena Nipunaha. Achara in terms of the behavior, the achara, the conduct is Nipuna means need not be only expertise. Expertise we can say he knows. He knows the behavior, the protocol. Acharena Nipunaha.
Achara Nipunaha.
Achara Nipunaha. So you see the translation is Nipuna is expert or is proficient in speech. Is proficient in speech. Vang Nipunaha. Vacha Nipunaha. Is proficient or is very, in the achara, anushtana, the duties. Achara Nipunaha. So that is the translation. Okay. Vacha Nipunaha is proficient in speech. If suppose if he is proficient in dance,
Nritya
huh?
Nipunaha.
How do you say? Nritya Nipunaha. See the Vigrahavakya.
Nritya Nartane.
Is proficient in dance or anything else. How do you say it?
Yeah, Nitya.
No, why I say this? Vacha Nipunaha is Nipunatvam is because of the speech. Is Nipunatvam is because of the context. So what is you see here? Nipuna and Vacha. It's not the Nipunatvam is because of what? Yes or no? Is Nipunatvam is it not because of his achara, anushtana?
Yeah. Yes.
So if you say Nrityam, if you take Nritya Nipunaha,
He is expert in the dance, so it will not come.
it because it is the Nipunatvam, for his Nipunatvam, Nritya Nipunaha is Nipunatvam, can say Nritya Hetuna, Nipunaha, you can say. That is, Vak is the Hetu for his Nipunatvam. Proficiency, Nipuna means proficiency, expertise. His expertise is because of, for which the hetu, the cause is speech. Similarly, here the expertise is because of the nritya, the dance, nritya nipunaha.
All the above all hetu.
Nritye nipunaha. Dance is a nipuna. Saptami tat purusha samasa. In dance is expertise. His expertise, there's a difference in between the two. Again, how to explain? It's very difficult. Huh? Nritya nipunaha, we understand.
Oh, it is low.
He's expert in dance, not
In dance, low.
in dance, not a cause for the dance.
But can you say vachi nipunaha? Say that. That's what I said. Difficult to explain certain thing. I was struggling the same thing to explain the previous sutram. How to make, see, vacha nipunaha, then we say nritya nipunaha, nritya nipunaha. You cannot say. You cannot say. Nipuna, the expertise is because of the vacha. Vacha hetuna. Vak hetuna nipuna. Vak becomes the hetu for his nipunatvam. Achara becomes the hetu for nipunatvam. Nritya becomes the hetu for nipuna. That is not your vivaksha. He is expert in dance. Nritya nipunaha, you can say. Saptami tat purusha, but not tritiya. So you cannot make it. Understand? This is a subtle thing. So here another thing, if you see vacha kalaha, the quarrel happened because of the speech or quarreling by words. Quarreling, I mean, the fight by astra, the fight with the sword. That's okay. That is no hetu. The means by what the kalaha, the fight happens, it is given. Right? But here it is not like that. Nipuna is that vach, all these are the hetu. If you want, you can write here. This is the hetu. But the hetu, he has become the expert.
Why do we not giving them in Tritiya Vibhakti, Vacha?
Sorry?
Like that? Vacha Shabda. Why Vak Shabda? Why do we not give it in Tritiya Vibhakti?
Where?
Vacha is Tritiya.
Tritiya only.
Yes,
It is Tritiya.
Oh, okay.
Vak shabda, the vach shabda, chakaranda shabda. Vacha, tritiya vibhakti ekavacham.
Okay.
Spelling vak vacho vachaha, vacham vachaho vachaha, vacha.
Okay. Marutali.
So this is nipuna, you can note. So there, this vacha nipunaha is something very important. Therefore, nritya nipunaha, when you suppose if the word nritya nipunaha is there, then we have to make it samasa. Nritya nipunaha is expert in dance. Any other example can give like that.
Sangeeta Nipunaha.
Samvada nipunaha, I mean in speech or in discussion, or Sangeeta nipunaha. Sangeeta is nipuna, is expert in that. His expertise in Sangeeta, in singing. Okay, so that you have to say it is nipuna in that field. Okay, therefore here the hetu, you have to see the word, and if it is a hetu, then you can form tritiya tat purusha. See, the tritiya has got a meaning of hetu, right? It is hetu meaning hetu is that if it is the nipunatvam, if for the nipunatvam, if the tritiyanta is a hetu, then it can be tritiya tat purusha samasa. If it is not, then you have to. So therefore, nritya nipunaha, suppose if you say nritya nipunaha, if for the nipunatvam, if nritya is a hetu, then you can say that is also again purely vivaksha. But we cannot say that, we don't do that. Nritya nipunaha only we say, right? Is proficient in, expert in dance. If nritya, if your vivaksha is, if nritya, the dance is a hetu, then you can say, see, the context may be possible. We cannot avoid, right? The context, if the context demands that nritya is a hetu for the nipunatvam, then nritya, you can say, what is the shabda? Nrityena nipunaha, possible. Provided if that is a hetu. If it is not the hetu, then you cannot say. You can say nritya nipunaha, you can say. Understand? Please note this. I'm not typing it. You can note. If that is a hetu, then you can use tritiya. Otherwise, use saptami. Saptami tatpurusha samasa. So depending samasa purely depending on the context. So we cannot just like that say. There's something very interesting you can note here. Okay. The next one we will go. Mishraha. Mishra means what? Mixture, right? Mishra is mixture only.
Yeah.
So Gudena Mishraha. Gudena Mishraha will become,
Buddha Mishra.
that is a mixture is with is mixed with Guda. Guda is jaggery. Or Jalena Mishraha mixed with Jalena Mishraha. You are referring to something which is mixed with water. Like what? Something which is watery. Jalena Mishraha. The milk, you can say, the milk is Jala Mishraha, Jala Mishram Kshiram, right? Jala Mishraha, Jala Mishram, Jala Mishram Payaha. The milk is mixed with water. Jala Mishram Payaha, you can say. Payaha or Kshiram. Payaha, Payasi, Payamsi. Jala Mishram, then we have to say Jala Mishram, right? Understand? So Payaha is milk. The milk is mixed with the water. So Jalena Mishraha. So here it is not Yetu. Is it Yetu here? No. Please understand the difference between this and this. Mixed by what? That is in Tritiya Vibhakti. What? Jalena Mishra, Jalam is mixed with. That which is mixed with the Jala. But here it is not. Here it is very clear Hetu. So please note that. It's very significant. Nipuna. Okay. Next one. Shlakshna, the last one, I think. Shlakshna means polished. The meaning of the words polished, swave. That's the meaning. So achara, here also we can say acharena. Acharena Shlakshnaha. We can form samasa. Acharena Shlakshnaha means is, in terms of achara, is Shlakshnaha is nipuna. So is polished in behavior. Well mannered, that's the meaning. Achara Shlakshnaha. So achara hetu. Here also it is hetu. Please note. Achara is a hetu. Achara hetu. Tena kushalatvam. With shlakshnaha asti. Therefore here also it is hetu. Please note. Acharena shlakshnaha is polished in behavior. That is because it is for this achara. Achara is the hetu. Acharena shlakshnaha. Polished. We translate it as polished in behavior. His behavior is polished, for which the hetu is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Acharena. Achara hetu kushalatvavan ityartha. The meaning of the word is the meaning is this is equal to achara shlakshnaha means achara hetu. Tena kushalatvam. Kushalatvavan ityartha. That is the meaning of this word. By the achara has got the kushalatvam. It's kushalatvam because of this achara. Achara hetu. Achara hetuna kushalatvam ityartha. That is the meaning. Achara shlakshnaha. So in that meaning it is combined. All the words I think we have covered. Mishra, Shlakshna, Nipuna, Kalaha. Yes. And here Avara is one more I give for here. Avara, that is Unarte Avara. What is this? Padena Unaha, Padona. Masena Avaraha. Masa Avaraha, you can say. Masa Avaraha. Avara means less, -1. So this avarasya, avara, the word is not there. Avara, either we can bring the word avara by this unartha, or there is a vartikam separately for this. A vartikam is there. Vartikara says avarasya upasankhyanam. That's why I written specifically upasankhyanam. Avara, the word also should be included here. Where in unartha we can include, or by the vartika we can say avarasya upasankhyanam. Masena avaraha, less by a month, Masa avaraha. Okay. I think I've covered everything. For example,
This Ashtavadani will, which one it will be? This Ashtavadani.
say it again.
Ashtavadani.
Ashta,
Ashtavadani, they will say, na, the one perform activities, 8 activities at the same time.
Ashtavadhani.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that, Tritiya or Saptami? I was just thinking.
Ashtavadhani.
Yeah.
What samasa are you asking?
One, it's like one who can perform 8 activities at the same time.
Okay. So,
I don't know what is the Samasandal. I don't know. Just just came
what
across.
samasa are you asking? Ashtavadhani. Maybe some Ashta, you have to see, maybe Jigu or what, you have to check. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, something else. Okay.
It's
Not here.
doesn't come under here in this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, 2 sutras we have seen. This number 1. This is an important sutra that Tritiya Tatkritantena Gunavachanena. By this you can form samasa, but when you form samasa, you have to understand that must be a Gunavachana. With Guna Shabda, Gunavachaka Shabda, you cannot form samasa. With a word purely indicating quality, samasa cannot be formed. Or similarly, with a word purely indicating a dravya, vachaka, you cannot form samasa. You try with any is possible. That is any word that is not possible. But the dravya or the guna must be caused by the word which is in Tritiya. Then also you cannot form. That must be a guna vachana. That is why the word guna vachana is specifically given in this sutra. This is one important point to be noted. Remember the sutra and 3 Vyatireka Udaharanam. Tat Krita Artha, Tena Krita. That is very important. That must be produced by that what is denoted by the word which is in Tritiya Vibhakti. That is one thing. The next one is this Purva Sadrisha with all these words. List of words are given. So with these words, Tritiyantam Subantam Padam Samasyate Samasaha Bhavati. With all these words. And here Una Artha. By Una, I brought in few words. Any other words are there left out, that also can be brought in. The sense of Una. Yes. So Purva meaning before, Sadrisha meaning similar, Sama meaning Sadrisha meaning like, Sama means similar. Almost both are we use interchangeably, but there is a difference. And we can remember the example, Vidya Sama. That Vidya is a hetu for the Sama, for the equalness. And Una and Kalaha. Kalaha meaning quarrel, Nipuna meaning expertise. This is something important to be noted, Nipuna, because that Tritiya is the hetu for the Nipunatva. Then if it be Tritiya Bhakti. Tritiya Tat Purusha Samasa. Sorry. Then Mishra in the sense of mixture, Shlakshna in the sense of this polished slave. There also the Purvam is the hetu, Shlakshna. Shlakshna. With this, it will combine. Next comes another important sutra, Kartar Karane Krita Bhagava. This is another very important sutra. You will see that in the next class. Meanwhile, this 30th sutra, I will give I'll write up. I'll give a write up, and then we'll see in the next class. I'll write something on that. I explained this. I'll put it in writing, proper writing, and then I'll share with you next class. Okay. So we stop here. Any doubts you have, please ask.
No, Ji.
Come across any word where whether we can form samasa or not with the tritiya, whatever we say, just think. With this rule only we can form samasa. Outside this rule, we cannot form samasa. We cannot form samasa as we like. Doesn't allow. Sutra doesn't allow. It may seem to be forming like, when you say it's saying the word may look possible, but if it doesn't fit into any of the rule, then you cannot form samasa. Our limitation of forming samasa is, only with the sutra. Whatever Shishta Acha Purushas they have used, that is different. In fact, based on that only the sutras are given. Certain samasa which cannot come under any of the category, they are put under a gana, Mayura Vimsakadi. We will see that. Those which cannot be formed, which we cannot form also, but it is there in the language, they are put it under a separate group. So we have to refer that group. In that group, the words will be there. Okay. Fine. We'll stop here. We'll continue. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶ್ರೀ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಜಿ.